What's up, you guys? Welcome back to NaturallyZandra. Today we're going to do another video. We're going to do a Carvana review and experience video. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. So if you guys haven't heard of Carvana, Carvana is a place where you can buy cars online essentially. You can use different banks. It just depends if they network with that bank. But I personally use one through Carvana's loan person, which is Bridgecrest. Back to the website, I was looking at the cars. So I'm scrolling down. I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So I'm going to screen record this part. But basically, I went and I browsed all their vehicles. And I knew I was gonna have it shipped because the closest vending machine is probably in Cleveland. And then I looked at like sedans. I clicked sedans and then I filtered it. I clicked filter by the year because I know I wanted something in 2010 or higher. I knew I didn't want any high mileage. So, and you see the max is 94,000, but I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna say between 20 and 30. I knew I wanted a monthly payment can't be ridiculous. My monthly payment can't be ridiculous. So at first I started low. I started like $250, but then I raised it up to like $350 because I could afford that. I could afford that because I was paying too much money for my Solera because of all the maintenance I had to put into it. It's literally within 2 minutes, you guys. Like, that's all I had to do. I did that and I seen what my down payment would be. So when you go in the search, you will see what cars you're able to select. I can't show you now because I'm already pre-approved and I don't think I can show you that side of it. But if you go to Carvana, you do that pre-approval. Well, you select the car first, and then it'll have a link to do the pre-approval to see if you can get it. And it also has Carfaxes and it tells you all the information. It gives you like a 360 tour where you can look at it. Don't be alert if you look at it and you don't see the, like, if it has a dent, you don't see the picture of the actual dent. That's because some of the cars, I don't know why, it's like a bug or glitch with their system, and only certain cars do it. My car showed it, so I knew I had scratches on, like dents on my car before, like little dents. It's not like that big. You barely can notice it, but I knew it before I even got it. Now, here's the review of Carvana. Review is more to the story, but in terms of customer service, definitely an A. They definitely have an A customer service. I say A+. Their customer service, when you call, they're gonna be empathetic. They're gonna do whatever they need to do. For example, when I didn't have a car between that week span, because I was waiting to get a car, and they told me that they were going to deliver my car a certain date, but the driver backed out of it, which screwed me over because I was supposed to get it like 2 days before my birthday, and I ended up getting it like the day after my birthday, which sucked. Like, literally all my plans for my birthday like was screwed because I didn't have nobody else to take me. I didn't have a lot of money to get Uber or Lyft because I was trying to save money to get a car because I knew I had to put $400 towards Carvana. So since that happened, they refunded me for all of my Lyft and Uber charges from the day of like me supposed to have the car, which was September 5th to September 8th, because I had to get to work. So I had to Lyft and Uber from my job all the way back here. And then one day I had to go to the grocery store and I had to run and do that. So they refunded all of that, you guys. Basically, I paid it and I submitted the receipts of the Lyft and Uber on my Lyft and Uber account, and then they refunded all of it. Literally, that quick. Sent out a check. Boom, bam, got my money back. I was so happy too. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is I paid money to get an inspection on my vehicle because I want to make sure it was gonna be a good vehicle because I had bad experiences with used cars in the past. Not this high of a grade of car, but like my other cars, 2007 Ford Focus, I had problems. Not like a lot, but the warranty didn't cover everything back then with everything. So I wanted to make sure this was a good decision. So I took it to like a certified shop and they looked at it. They said nothing was wrong with it. And it was a fee to get it assessed. And they ended up refunding that fee. Carvana refunded that because when I first got it, my brake light was like flashing on and off. Nothing is wrong with my brakes, but it was flashing on and off. I still got to get that fixed. I think it's like the wiring or something. I have to go to the right dealership or a car shop, because when I went to Sears Auto Center, they told me that nothing was wrong with my car. They did like a full inspection. In terms of customer service, is A. In terms of wait time, I think is good, but just keep in mind that you may be pushed back depending on the driver. Because if you go and you have somebody deliver it, I mean, if you stay home and have somebody deliver your car, you're gonna have to rely on the person that's delivering the vehicle. And if they call in sick, you know, things happen. I wasn't mad at the person. I was just kind of disappointed because it was like my birthday weekend. Like, don't heavily rely on a car to be delivered at a certain date. Like, just hopefully you have another car, or you save up money to have set up for this type of emergency. Because if something happens to your car and you can't afford to replace it, replenish that money or anything like that, you have to have a backup. So if I had to do this differently, I would have already had money saved up for a car maintenance fund, because I was heavily reliant on me getting that car. Even though I did, you know, order it, things happen. So be understanding if something does happen. Vehicle quality. When you look at the specs of a car, the same with anything you buy. You look at the specs of a phone and it may not be good. It may not be what you expected it to be. Same with the car. My car is way better than what my previous car was, because that was a 2002. Mine is a 2015 Ford Fusion Hybrid. However, hybrids are different for me. I never had a hybrid before. Excuse me. Not only that, the brake light situation, I did my due diligence, and I went to a shop that was very certified. If you didn't know, Sears is one of the most expensive ones. That doesn't mean they're the most quality, but from my experience, Sears has been the best for me so far. It's a couple other ones too, but Sears has been the best. So I went there, did my due diligence, and they tell me that nothing is wrong with it. So I'm assuming nothing is wrong with it, but now I'm kind of second guessing me going to like certain car shops, because they like don't look thoroughly, like especially with hybrids and things they're not familiar with. Like, it's hard for them to really give you an honest answer. Like, I feel like it's nothing severely wrong with my car, but I feel like it's something they could have figured out more. Now I'm gonna have to take it back to Sears, and I'm gonna ask them, I'm saying, I paid for you to look at this car, but I'm still having my brake light show up. So what's going on? Did you not look at this thoroughly, or what's going on? So I haven't gotten to that point, because you have to have the mentality to be able to tackle certain obstacles. So sometimes you may procrastinate because you know the amount of energy and frustration that's going to come from that situation of me having to go to the car shop and sit and wait for them to figure this out. Talk to the manager. I got to call and talk to him, explain why I want to come back in and get a free service. Like, it's a lot. So that's why I procrastinated about it. And I would recommend not to procrastinate, but you know, it's life. As far as the look of my car, I'm completely, utterly satisfied. I fell in love with the car when I first seen it. I had a few options. There's some other cars that I really, really like the style of and the body of, but I went with this one because it looks like more modern. It looks more modern. It has a touch screen in the car, things like that. I may do a tour for you guys. I think I'm gonna do a tour. If you want to see a tour, drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. I'll do a tour of the car if it's requested, highly requested. Or you can thumbs up the video if you like this review and if you want to see a tour. So my car is dope. I love my car. I'm happy, but I would rate Carvana as, out of those three elements, I'm going to rate it a B+. I'm going to rate it a B+, and that's with the A of customer service, A+ of customer service. The time is about, the score went down a little bit because of that. I'll say a B, and then the quality of the car, I'm going to rate that a B+. So I think, I don't know, I could do the real average of that by taking the scale of what I know with being a school counselor and then dividing that by 3 and then getting the outcome. But I'm not gonna do that to y'all. But yeah, I think a B plus is what I would list this as. I would definitely do business with Carvana again. Had a great experience overall. It could have been better in some points, but they're a newer company. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.